Hey everybody. So day 5 of my winter arc. I wouldn't say today was wonderful, but it wasn't awful. Today was supposed to be a fasting day. And by the way I said that, you know I already cheated. And that's okay. That's all right. I can make it up or I can wait till my next fasting day, and that's okay. It's not going to make or break me, and I'm not going to feel bad about it. So that's good. I love that I'm starting to not necessarily get upset with myself for not accomplishing something that I wanted. Everybody has some setbacks, and that's okay. It's a small one. I did have a win, and it was weird and stupid, but I did have a win. So today I worked. It's Friday, so I work today. And so days that I work are tough because I work long hours, and at the end of it I don't really have effort left in me to do things that need done. I wish I would have gotten more done, and that's okay too. I got plenty of time to make things up. But I knew I needed to do something. I just needed to run to the store. It was no big deal. Nothing big. And I got there and I was like, I feel gross. I didn't want to go into the store. And so I was going to send my kids. No big deal. They're teenagers. It's not like, it's the end of the world. And so I drove them and I was like, okay, go in, guys. This is where it's at. I just need some parchment paper so we could cook. And I sat there for a second and I thought, nope, you know what? It's okay. I don't look great. That's okay. Nobody in there looks perfect. It's okay. It's at the end of the night. I'm not gonna make myself feel bad, and I'm just gonna do it, and people can judge me. I don't care. So I said at the last second when the boys were ready, they were getting out of the car and getting ready to go in, and I thought, you know what? Nope, I'm gonna go in. So I was like, told them, I'll go in too. We'll just grab what we need, and we ended up kind of perusing a little bit, not a ton, but I didn't care. And there's been plenty of times where I asked the boys to go inside and grab something, or whatever, take care of it for me, which is great. It helps build character, helps them learn to deal with money, and teaches them how to shop and look for things. And I mean, there's all kinds of good things, if they were to go do that. But it was more about me and how I felt about myself. And especially when you're at the end of your day, you don't really want to go do anything. You just want to just be done with it. But I wasn't gonna let the day beat me. So and there were some other things I felt accomplished with. Like I said, I'm doing this with my sister, and the other thing I was thinking about today is finding your tribe. Somebody that makes you feel okay about things and makes you feel good about things. And we were kind of chatting back and forth today, and I just felt super positive, and I felt really good about the day. And I felt gross, but I felt like really positive and really good about the day. And so had kind of texted back and forth, and I just felt really positive. But the thing I noticed was my day went really fast. It went super fast. All of a sudden, it was my first break, and I have 3 hours before I get my first break, which is some days very grueling to try and get through those first 3 hours just to get 15 minutes of not talking to people. But it flew by today. It just completely flew by. So that was great. That was amazing. And then the rest of the day, like all of a sudden it was my lunchtime, and then all of a sudden it was my last break. And even on my lunchtime, I went and ran an errand that had needed to be done, and I just kept putting it off, and I was like, nope, you know what, I'm going to do it now, because why not? I have my lunch, I have an hour, it's just down the road. It's literally not a big deal. I just kept putting it off. So, you know, yeah, I didn't fast, and I don't know that I ate my feelings, but I ate. But I had numerous wins, and I felt really positive, and I felt really good about myself, and things were definitely in a good direction. And so, you know, part of that, like I said, is, you know, just chatting with my sister and finding my tribe. No, granted, it's my sister. She's my tribe. Whenever I have a stupid idea, or she has a stupid idea, I don't want to say stupid, but, you know, we feel like it's ridiculous, it's silly, we feel like nobody else would get it, or people might judge us. I know she's not going to judge me, or if she does, she doesn't outwardly say anything, except joking, which we're sisters, we do. But yeah, find your tribe. Find somebody who gets you. Find somebody who you can talk to. Find somebody who makes your day go fast, who makes you feel good about things. And, you know, if you want to be part of my tribe, that's awesome, because sometimes it's hard to find somebody. It's a difficult thing to find somebody who's gone through maybe the same things or similar things, or who understands. I found it really hard to find my tribe. And with all the things that I've gone through with my husband and his alcoholism, there were things I didn't always share with my sister, because she wouldn't understand. And I didn't want her to judge me. I didn't want her to judge my husband. I didn't want anything to rock the boat of her being my tribe for other things, where we wanted to be ridiculous together. I looked for things. I looked for help. I looked for somebody who would counsel me or understand me. I was going to my church. I was going to talk to people, and there were some people who got it, but like, he wasn't in the right place at that time to make things work. Or when I tried to work on myself without him to get myself in a better place. For one, I don't know that you can do that. Maybe somebody can. I can't. I couldn't. I was just told, work on your own sins, which, okay, great. Okay, we all sin. We all make mistakes. We all, however you want to say it, whatever your thought process is on that, we all fall short, right? We can all improve upon things. We can all communicate better. We can all, work together better. You know, there's just a million things we can all do better. But in the end, when there's somebody else in the relationship who's sick, working on yourself only goes so far. And their disease affects you and everybody in the family. So, you know, I was being told by people when I would go to get counseling, oh, I know that would make me so mad. And I'm like, well, I'm not mad, I'm hurt. I'm dying inside. There's, like, I don't feel whole. I don't feel good. Do I get mad sometimes? Absolutely, yeah. There's times where I get mad. I wasn't one of those people that's just, like, angry on the inside all the time. I'm more of one of those emotional people that internalizes everything. I look back on things that I did when I was in high school, and it's probably nothing major. I look back at everything that I do, and I analyze it and I feel stupid and I feel like maybe I shared too much, or maybe I said the wrong thing, or maybe I offended somebody, or maybe I did something to make somebody feel uncomfortable. Like, I just overanalyze and I overshare, and I sometimes probably am the person that makes things or situations awkward. It's not like intentional. And maybe it's just in my own head. I have no idea. I have no idea, because I'm not about to confront those feelings and find out what other people think and feel about me. So I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But so I struggled finding my tribe. I tried really hard. I reached out to a lot of different people who were counselors, or quote unquote counselors, who, you know, help people who are in these types of relationships. But whenever I would say like, it just makes me feel so, and I get to that point and then they would fill in the blank. Oh, that makes me mad. Right? I'm not here to talk about you. I mean, if we want to share, that's fine, then we can communicate back and forth. But you're here to counsel me and help me in my situation. And by telling me to work on myself, which I should have, right? I was definitely in a not great mental state living with an alcoholic. But for you to tell me how I'm feeling isn't working. They're not my tribe. They don't care about me. I mean, maybe they did, but like, it wasn't because they truly cared about me. They felt like they had to, because it's part of the process that they do. They're working at the church or whatever. I did those things for a while, and I did them till I felt gross. And then I still kept going just in case. Is it me? Is it me overanalyzing? Is it me internalizing things in a way that is not how it really was? And I kept going just to make sure. Is this just me? Is this? And then I stopped and I thought about it. So, yes, I overanalyze, and yes, I shouldn't think about things from so many years ago and make myself feel bad over those, when I'm sure nobody else remembers those situations. But if somebody makes you feel the way that they were making me feel, where they were filling in the blank and they were trying to force upon me different thoughts and different feelings that were not my own, and not letting me express what was going on within my own heart, that's not your tribe. And that's fine. Not everybody processes things the same way. So find your tribe. Find somebody. Reach out to somebody. Ask somebody, you know, and maybe ease into it. Maybe it's a friend. And maybe you're just scared to tell your friends what's going on. That's okay too. Because I was scared. I didn't share everything. Some people knew some things, but not everything. You don't have to share everything. Share what you feel comfortable sharing, but don't stick around waiting for people to get you and make you feel bad about what you're doing or how you're processing, because we all process things differently. And like I said, you know, I was being told I was mad. I'm not mad. There were situations I was mad about, but I was hurt because the partner that I chose wasn't there the way I'd hoped. And you can't force anybody to be what you wanted them to be. Now, that said, almost 20 years later, he is finally getting help. He's not the same person that I met. I'm noticing changes in him. And I don't know what that necessarily means for our future, but I do see changes. And that's great. And I think that's phenomenal that he's changing and working on himself, because I've been trying to do that for a long time. So I'm seeing positive things, and I think that's great, and we're going to see what happens. I think too many people give up on everything, but I think certain things you need to truly, truly make sure you tried everything before giving up. And that's not just marriage, that's a lot of things. That's your dreams, that's who you are. Like, don't give up on you, right? We do it a lot, from the little things to the big things. You may have made mistakes or maybe feel like you made wrong choices, but you can always course correct. It does not matter how old you are. So leave a comment if you get it, if you understand, if you're feeling lost, if you just want somebody to know you're there. I know you're there. I get it. And, you know, I'm here. So let me know if you need anything. I'll be your tribe. But anyway, I know it's another late one tonight. It's been a crazy day. So I'm taking my wins. I'm going to feel positive and good, even though I faltered a little. And I set some things up for tomorrow to be a success. So I'm going to try to feel good about tomorrow. I'm going to try and wake up positive and work on tomorrow, because that's all I can do. So anyway, we will talk to you guys later. Good night.